everybody. On this wet, soggy Monday morning, I'll be honest, it's wet outside, that's for sure. And we're going to let you guys know we are not going to be doing a convocation at the park because it's too many logistical complications. Well, you know what? The thing is, it's fine because convocations come in different flavors, and so obviously the 7 o'clock show on Wednesday night, we'll just do the convocation in the studio. It'll be a simple thing, nothing complicated. Kind of similar to what I'm doing now, sitting in a chair and talking to you about stuff that we need to address, and then we will turn the chat on afterwards, which means that we don't have to worry about being 2 parts. It can be a 1 show instead of multiple parts. The intro originally was made by Wiggy. She made this week go first before she made the second one. I think a lot of people didn't realize that this was made about 2 years ago. And we have used it for a while during the summer. And then, of course, me, Wiggy, and a few other people thought that it would be more appropriate for wintertime during my season. So I didn't throw it away, I just kept it. And then I just said, well, since it's wintertime, it's most appropriate for this time of year. Let me get the panel open for people to join. Now, as far as the echo, thingy, ding. I don't know if we're gonna have a pop. We shouldn't, actually. And the reason I say that is because the microphone for the panels is using a direct analog connections inside the computer, so therefore there should not be a problem with the sound system. But you never know, you never know. So let's see if we can keep things working and keep everybody on the same page and see how that works. Michelle Luna's news at 32. I'm trying to live as fast as I can. Well, that's what they said on Saturday, is that the way I play World of Warcraft is definitely more of a sightseeing trip. I'm not worried about rushing through to get the maximum level real fast, because I just enjoy the journey. It's kind of like my life. Same thing. I don't really rush through life because I'm trying to enjoy the journey. Now, as far as Wiggy goes, I wish she and Tiger Kitty could kind of work things out amongst themselves, because other than Jennifer J, Wiggy is the only other one here that I know of that has demonstrated the ability to make some really fantastic artwork that has ever been presented to me. And I would love so much to see more of Wiggy and Jennifer J. Maybe do a collab or do, a competition. Whose intro would be better? I would love to see Jennifer J do one too. And she did the Christmas one. I would love to see Jennifer J make an intro or outro or a short promotional spot. I think that would be fun to see how she does compared to Wiggy. But unfortunately, Jennifer J hasn't gotten back to me yet. So if Jennifer J ever gets back to me, we'll let you know if she would be up to the challenge. I'd love to see how she does. Well, you're paying $15.95 anyway for the server, so I level up as I can, but I also realize in some ways it's just like it's a lot cheaper than paying gasoline and travel all the way across the country in a motorhome.
Oh yeah!
And I still level up as I go. I do quests here and there or jump back and forth. Kind of like Noodles does with his car. With no particular place to go. I don't know if Major how that would work. Okay, thank you very much, Tiger King. Much appreciated. Now, one of the things you'll probably notice is the fact is that when we fix the chair wheels, now the chair is a little higher up. Unfortunately, the chair rolls really good. A little bit too good. Because my floor is not level, you can bet my chair will sometimes roll backwards if I'm not careful. I wish somehow they made a chair with brakes on it so you could actually lock it in place. Okay, thank you very much, Terry Kitty. Much appreciated. So, it's a wet, soggy day, and during the convocation this year, it's going to be a very simple procedure. Pretty much really just a normal night show with all the regalia. It's not going to be a major deal with lots of candles and things like that. Because, honestly, I really hope that 2024 will be a lot better than 2023. And I remember something I said in early December of 2011, before the horrible events happened at Sandy Hook. I never really realized how accurate I was when I said, this is going to be the last normal Christmas. I said that in December 13th of 2011. And I never realized how accurate it was. We lost Fluffy, my cat, Fluffy. She passed on of a heart attack. She had been sick. I had been hoping the vet could have saved her, but she died in the waiting room. So, like I told the vet, I said, do not resuscitate. I said, she's been sick. If you do resuscitate her, you're going to end up having to kill her again. That was hard. Turns out what exact minute she died was the minute that Adam Lanza opened fire in Sandy Hook Elementary School. And ever since that time, every year has been a giant mess. And it's getting worse and worse. And I seriously wonder, just like anyone else does. Why can't we begin the process of returning things to normal? Good morning, Andrew. How are you doing today? Panel's open. It's QEQ is the link. QEQ. If you don't have it, I will send it to you on Twitch or X. Actually, you have it on X. It's the last one. QEQ. It hasn't changed. Love to have you come up on the chat with us. Say hi to us. I'm still trying to find a way to get more people to come to the channel. I went to J-Mac's channel on last night for a short bit. I didn't have a lot of time because of the fact that I was going to get ready for Silvermoon Radio, which I think was a fairly good show. Until literally Rusty slammed the cover on Harry Treatment. Someone's like Rusty is saying, not with this shit. Since I got done, like, oh, well, as well. Overall, it's okay, but today God is pissing on us. I wish I had the option to do that, going to different countries. I don't even usually get enough emphasis to go outside of my front door, never mind go to another country. But, so like I said, when I said in 2011, this would be the last normal Christmas, I didn't realize how accurate I was. Sometimes I wish I couldn't always foresee the future. So, it has been since 2011. It has been 12 years. I have unfortunately been so right. I really kind of wish I could have been wrong for once. Oh, that was wonderful. Congratulations for the bride and groom. So, we were talking about in the news forum about how the elites want to control the poor. Let me ask you, elite, this question. Why do you want to be the global babysitters of this world? Don't you have better things to do in your life?
Oh, yeah!
Like, maybe make the world a little bit better place for once?
Oh, yeah!
Instead of sticking your dicks in everybody's personal life? I never understood why the World Economic Forum in particular wants to keep pushing these agendas over and over again. Nobody wants a babysitter, and nobody wants to have to be told what they're supposed to do with their lives. It goes against everything that we believe in as people in this country, and Americans in general. We've been taught since our inception of liberty, the rights to make one's own decisions, political choices or otherwise. So why do the elites want so much to micromanage everybody? Stan was talking about how there's a place in the market where you can get fake watches, the name brands and all that. And I pointed out to Stan something which is true, which is this. You ever notice that almost every single turntable now being made are using the same exact record player mechanism? That's because all the manufacturers are using the same record player mechanism and just basically putting their own nameplates on it and claiming it as their own. No, Dimitri, that is totally not true. There is money to be made if the world was a better place. Let me explain how. Build affordable housing for people, for one thing. Create a good product, or encourage people to buy your good products. I know, everybody wants to focus on the bad stuff, but you know what? There certainly is money to be made on making the world a better place. After all, somebody still has to build the buildings for the homeless. Someone still has to make sure that people have food to eat every day. People will pay to have healthy food choices if they're available at a price that's not ridiculously insane. Same with housing. Alright, Andrew, I'll get you the link. Hold on a minute. Let me get over to your Twitter and I'll send you the link. Okay, hold on a minute. Copy. Okay, let me go into Twitter in this window here, because over here, www. I thought he had the link. He did, but he probably lost it. Oh. So, let's see, here it is. Okay, so here is the current link. Okay, there you go. The link is now in your Twitter account. So the thing is there is good money to be made in making the world a better place. And it would be better for the people of the world to have something to look forward to. Something that makes everybody happy, or at least most people. Let's be honest. You can't make everybody happy. Because even if you do good for somebody, like you said, there's going to be some horrible old ogre that's going to go, that's not good enough. I want to make people miserable. But I would like to see positive things done for once to make the people feel like they're part of something wonderful. You know, it makes me think that something in this world has gone seriously awry. Something has really gotten wrong. When all you want to do is focus on micromanaging, it's like herding cats. Your cat is like your American citizen. They believe in independence and freedom. And so your cat is not going to be too enthusiastic if you put a leash and a harness on him and say, you're going where I tell you you're going. Kitty cat's going to say, over my dead body. Makes me kind of feel like the problem with this world is everybody wants to micromanage everybody else. Let me say one thing. why do you even want to bother doing that in the first place?
Oh yeah!
As I said, it takes time out of your day. It basically makes you spending money trying to come up with some BS policies that are not necessarily appropriate for everybody.
Oh yeah!
And you increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes.
Oh yeah!
And you get very little return on it.
Oh yeah!
So why the hell would you even want to bother do that in the first place? Leave the fucking world alone. Still, 12 years ago was a different place. It really was. Even to this day, I've got forces that are trying to push this green agenda. Let me point out one thing to you about this green agenda. There is no absolute confirmed evidence that the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change is right. There's no confirmed evidence that they're not either. Let me explain that. The world weather is changing. But I don't know if mankind is going to be able to stop it. I can't even say mankind is totally the one that started it. It's cyclic. Are we guilty of polluting the planet? Unfortunately.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. We create all kinds of toxins and poisons and other stuff, but not getting the link. QEQ, I gave it to you. It's in your Twitter. QEQ. I'll look to see. Try paging me again, Angela. I'll look at the screen and see if we come up. Click on QEQ. It's in your Twitter. It's in your Twitter. The time doesn't ring by here no more, so I have to watch the screen to see if you coming up. This one of the biggest problem with the software. And that was the link I was actually using right now. I just typed it, clicked on the link from the top of the screen, so you should be able to come on. Okay, I'm watching the screen now to see if I see your notification. Someday we're going to have to consider eventually that I'd like to have a public link over here on YouTube. But I cringe at the thought of those vile people getting that and doing the same old horrible stuff that they used to do. But either way, I digress. So as far as World of Warcraft goes, yeah, I enjoy going through the world, walking around, sightseeing, and do quests as I can, to make sure that, I level up. I'm not in a rush to get to level 60 or whatever level it is. I just want to, both in Classic and Retail, I just enjoy walking around. Something I used to do as a youngster. I used to walk around everywhere. Theoretically speaking, I didn't have a huge territory as a youngster, but I did have places I used to go to. He said, I'm on phone, it's not letting me connect. Is it saying you need to download the app? Then you gotta download the app. On phones, you gotta download the app. Who is the person that came up with the idea that you have to have an app for every single thing on the phone? I never understand why they would have to say you need to download apps, when really the app is simply just clicking into a website and pulling up a web app. It's stupid because it makes no sense at all. And then you look at the size of the apps and you're like, what the hell are you putting in the software? It's fat, it's bloated. It's what's wrong with using the web browser or your phone? I never understood the logic behind having apps on your phone for every single thing you do. They can do that same thing with the web browser, if that's what they want so much. It's not that hard. It takes memory on your damn phone. It takes resources on your phone. And sometimes the apps on the phone are even more stupid than just going to the web browser. No, I didn't. All right, there you are. Sea monkeys, heart, brine, shrimp. Yeah. But, studies say people are more engaged with apps versus mobile website. Yeah, but if the app and the website is almost the exact same stuff, there are some things an app does make sense, and there are things where a website only makes no sense. Take Kick, for example. Kick, the website is more useful than an app, which is a pile of dog shit. I'm sorry to say, the Kick app stinks. I mean, go to Kick.com's web app, and what do you get? Oh, you can do a few things here and there, but that's it. What can you do with a website? You have access to more power. You can pop out the video so you can watch it on the side chat. You can listen in the background, things like that. So the whole point I'm trying to say is, it makes zero sense to have to use an app for everything. Google Meets, however, is kind of a mixed bag. If you could download the web version of Google Meets and use it on your phone, what are you going to gain? Well, depending on the situation, you may or may not be able to add your contact list to GoogleMeets.com. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Because apps will have access to certain features that by default the website version can't. But not everybody needs that.
Oh yeah!
Not everybody needs that. Why don't you develop an app where there's no need for anything like that? And then it takes memory out of your phone, and then especially on Android, it shoves it into what they call the read-only read-only memory of the phone, which is really not read-only memory. It's just reserved RAM of the phone that's used for everyday applications. No, you're not blocked. And I didn't see you come up here on the screen and jump in and chat. Did you make sure you get your username and password right? Couldn't think of it. No one else is on the panel either, so I can't tell if it's a systemic problem. Oh, as I said, some things the apps make sense, and some things the app makes no sense at all. It's sometimes it's harder to decide which is better, but either way, some things you cannot do on the app. For example, in YouTube Studio, you can't set up, at least I haven't seen it, a way to appeal decisions in some cases. Did your country put in more recent laws? More recent bans? What do you mean? There was no password needed, and I usually just click on it. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why. Oh, don't get me started with Hamas. Oh, please. How does a terrorist organization get the same privileges as specified for a country government? I don't get this. But that is the way it is. It's a mess. So, I know, this is a hell of a fidget spinner, I guess. Just thinking about all the craziness the world right now is... They say they caught the main leader of Hamas. Fantastic. But you know what? You think this guy is going to tell his people to stop doing the horrible atrocities because you caught him? You don't realize these guys are organized with cells of people. Really, it's that reality. As far as the panel goes, I really seriously wonder if Google Meets is crashing. I will say one thing though. When I said earlier today, I wish it was wrong. about the way I saw and said that this would be the last normal Christmas. I said that in 2011. Before the coronation, that this would be the last normal Christmas. But you know what? That's what happens. Get Bad Core in here. He said he wanted to say Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, he certainly can come on. But I wonder if Andrew's the only one that's having problems getting on the panel today, because no one else is here either. And I don't think I've ever seen Bad Corey on here much. Oh yes, I now have the power to give different lengths of timeout as needed. I don't know if I'd be using that feature on a regular basis, but they did finally award me the feature to do it, if I choose to. I would definitely reserve a 24-hour for some of the really, really, really awful things. I wouldn't necessarily push it as a first-time thing. Because you know what it is right now is we need to see some hope and some positive energy right now in the world. Let's be honest. The world needs, yeah, you bet. The world needs a normal sense of reality. I hate when I hit the wrong button on my stream deck. I mean, the world does need a normal sense of reality. Everybody keeps saying as well, I hope God comes soon, Jesus comes soon. But like the rabbi said, the fiddler on the roof, well, I guess we'll just have to wait someplace else. It's not given to certain accounts because my devices don't have that feature. Yeah. Well, I finally got the feature, but I'm probably not going to be using it on a regular basis. You would think that would be something that would have existed from day one. Which I guess is better than hiding somebody, because at least you've timed them out for 24 hours. You don't have to worry about clearing out the blocked list. So, everything that we're doing today is pretty normal day. Except, like I said earlier, God is pissing on us. It's too warm. It's too warm outside. It feels like early November. That plane sucks.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. Oh yeah, I try to stay away from depressing content. This is why I try to avoid watching the news so much, because the news is definitely depressing.
Oh yeah!
However, January could actually still be a return to a normal winter. El Nino is a strange weather pattern. We have a very strong El Nino this year. And that's resulting in some strange results. I don't know where everybody is, but I know that in the Midwest they got the snow. The South is getting rained on, as is the East Coast. Well, let's put it this way. It's not warm enough to go outside and go swimming in the swimming pool, but it's certainly warm enough that you can get out there with a t-shirt or with a light jacket. Can you unblock Frank and invite him back? It's me, and it's not worth it. I don't even think he's even here anymore anyway. I think he walked away. I think I think he gave up on this channel already. He kind of already left the room already, so I don't think Frank's going to be back. Because it's business. Okay, Noodles. Was hoping that Andrew would have been able to come up on panel, but for some reason Google Meets isn't letting him on. He's not banned. He's not blocked. Let me ask you a question. If you ever did block somebody on Google Meets, how do you unblock them? I never figured that answer out. There's no blocked list on Google Meets. So how would you unblock someone if you blocked somebody? I don't know. That's a good question, though, because Google Meets never explained what happens when you block somebody. You didn't block Andrew. I don't think I did. But Andrew has unfortunately had a couple bad episodes where he upset everybody. Do you need me to film the convocation, or are you going to do it yourself? We're going to be doing it inside the studio here. Probably similar to what I'm doing right now, sitting on a chair. Just keep it simple. Not all convocations are complicated. Some of them are pretty simple. And let's be honest, I think it would be awesome to see a good year this year coming up. So the first question is how can we change things to the better? That's a great question. How can we make things better for 2024? Well, let's talk about the possibilities of what could be better. Last time I said something about this, it's funny, one time when it offered ears and I happened to talk about the presidential election at the same time, YouTube gave me a strike, thinking I was trying to manipulate elections. So I'm not going to mention a giveaway while talking about a presidential election. Of course, I'm sure Krista might be able to come over. After all, she's right downstairs. Stan is more than welcome to come over too. Actually, anybody's welcome to come over and visit and be in the studio. That's probably not going to be much different than what I'm doing right here. Just going to be sitting in a chair, probably just kind of like Queen Elizabeth did when she did her Christmas message to all the people over the Commonwealth. It's the easiest way of doing it sometimes. We were going to do it on the green. Well, you know, it's funny. We never talked about how we were going to get everything set up on the grandstand. No one contacted me and said how we're going to get all the staging done, how we're going to get all the lights. I said lights because, yeah, it's going to be kind of dark otherwise if we did it out there on the. Plus, we had no idea what the weather was going to be. It's funny. The weather's going to be sunny at a high of 3 degrees Celsius. And we still would have to put the table in the car. And someone's still going to have to go ahead there and shoot the video. And then somebody has to help me set up the candles and things like that. And that's going to take time. So it's not impossible to still do it at the park. But we're going to at least need about an hour ahead of time to get everything set up. Is that your giant? No, that's not my grill at all. Well, I don't know if the really dead would necessarily appreciate being woken up, honestly, because it's not the second coming of Christ that so many have been waiting for. Right, it's not my grill. So I guess the poll, we could do a poll. No one said we can't. Let's do a poll. Okay, because we still got time to get this happening. Here we go. Okay. Do you still want the convocation at the park? Would you help me set up? Okay, I'm going to put a poll out. It's a simple yes or no question. Let's see how it answers. Now, for the people on Kick, I really kind of would like to do this. We need to plan ahead. I have to get at least an hour ahead of time. Maybe before that, maybe go pick up second one of those flashlights so that we can have lights to make sure to cover. So maybe we gotta go to that same store we bought the flashlight at with Noodles. So we can get a second one to make sure to get good light source to cover it. And then we have to use the Android phone, because that can plug into my iRig Pre, which we can use for the lapel microphone to make sure everybody can record the sound. So far we got one vote for yes. So 4 votes for yes. Just remember, guys, you got 2 days to get this play. We got today, tomorrow, to organize everything. From the bringing of the table, the candles and stuff, that's already in the bag. It's no big deal. Some lights. The microphone. Not many viewers this morning. No, I would never do that to her, because first of all, cats' stomachs are very sensitive to getting motion sickness, and that's the last thing I want to ever do. You know, everything's outside with the other cat, just kind of hanging out on the porch, talking to each other. As far as whose grill is that, I have no idea whose grill it is. Chris, if my next door neighbor left the Kiss gas grill on the porch, well, we don't know whose grill it is. There's not even a name on it. There's no name, there's no address. Besides, Jimmy doesn't want people cooking on a grill on the porch. That's why I brought my table in, because I needed it for the turntables anyway, but also because the fact is, nobody, no, it's not. It's covered, actually. Yes, the park. No, I can't help. A mile to miles away. I understand that. What we need to do, we have to get the table. This is this one right here. I'll show you the table here. I think you already kind of know what the table is. This table here, the turntable's sitting on. We had to take those with us. No, we don't need to take the turntables with us. I mean, we can. But we already know about the Digital Millennium Copyright Act anyway, so forget the music. That ain't gonna happen. Then, after the live stream of the convocation, then we gotta break down everything and bring it home here. And remember last time we did it on the porch, people kind of got annoyed that it wasn't instantaneous from the porch to inside. So it would be the same thing again, because we gotta pack everything up and then we gotta bring it back to the house. Even if we stream it outside, we're still gonna bring my folding chair, because obviously I'm gonna need to sit down and rest my ass. And considering the fact is that we'd be sitting on the bandstand, that would be interesting to say the least. So then we have to go get another one of those flashlights, like I said, so that we can have enough light to cover everything. So we can see the, I said the studio. Yeah, I know. And he already knows it's not my grill. So I have no idea whose it is. The reason I didn't put it in Neighbors Helping Neighbors about the convocation is because, well, is it really Neighbors Helping Neighbors? How would I write that? Planning to do Yule 2023 convocation at the park. Need help to set up cameras, lights, microphones, tables, incense. I mean, holy Christ. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be very easy to do that. That's why I'm thinking it might be just easier to do it here. Even if it's inside. It's the easiest way to do it. It's Monday, yeah. We all know it's Monday. So, I mean, there's a tree, right? There's the outside. It's a wet, soggy day. There's a tree of hope. It'd be nice if, we could guarantee that one year we're going to have a normal day. And I think we will. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I wouldn't go to the naked Silvermoon radio show, but you remember one thing. The convocation is a little different than Silvermoon radio. Except there was one thing that the story does cover, which we didn't write in the section, which Magistrate Arona and you character talked about. Because of your role as a North American Snow Queen, even in Silvermoon, is that the idea was that you could go back to Earth for 3 months out of the year to do your seasonal work. Did your character ever actually go back to Earth? Or did she just do it there a few days before winter's veil? I don't know. It's a great question. I actually wonder that.
Oh, yeah!
I don't know whose grill it is, Stan. If I knew that, I would have talked to the owner and asked them to move it. Yeah. We don't even know if it's Kyle's. We don't know whose grill it is. As I said, there's no name and address on it. We don't know whose it is. I mean, maybe Jimmy could find out from whoever asked the tenants and ask them, whose grill is that? I don't know whose grill it is. If Jimmy didn't want it there, he's just as capable of having his own maintenance guy move it. I'm not going to touch it because the reason it's not mine, and I don't want to be responsible for pissing off one of my neighbors by touching their stuff. These people are hypersensitive about you touching their stuff.
Oh, yeah!
Okay. So, if Jimmy wants the grill moved or thrown into the dump, the landlord, can arrange to have it disposed of. That's his responsibility, not mine.
Oh, yeah!
As far as I know, grill, I can't. I don't even know whose it is. I can't even declare eminent domain on it. I'm sure Krista would know if Kyle has a car because her husband works for Jimmy. And I'm sure Jimmy has told him about what's going on. That's all I can tell you. Good morning, Kevin 2B3. Welcome to the show. It seems that today the panel's not working because not only could Andrew not get on, but apparently no one else has been getting on either.
Oh, yeah!
They're sensitive about dumping dirty water on their car, but you do that. My neighbors are awesome. Leave boxes of ammo on the porch for me. Stan says, NMD, check to see if there's a propane in the tank. I'm not touching that grill. It's not mine to touch. I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone. We don't even know who owns the grill. We have no idea where it came from. That's all I know. I have no idea. I've seen it there for a few months now. And that's the one problem. If I knew who put it there, I would tell you. But I have no idea. It's just 12 minutes ago, 7 votes. Wish I knew whose grill it was, but I don't. I mean, Jimmy knows it's not mine, because he already affirmed he knows it's not my grill. But I don't know if he knows whose grill it is. Pretty much. It's been that way for a while. Jimmy, for a while, tolerated my table and the chair out there because he knows that I do like to sit out there once in a while when the weather's warm, but it's cold now, so no one's going to sit outside and freeze their butts off. And he certainly does not want any grills on the porch. We don't even know whose it is. We don't know if it's abandoned or not. No one's even used it since it's been there. That's the only thing I can tell you. It has never been used by anybody on that porch. No. Well, anyway, it just seems kind of weird what I said earlier about this year. It's just been a strange time. I don't understand why things are like they are, but they are really weird. Yeah. So, let's get back to that. Why, how can we get things back to normal in this world? How can we restore normalcy to the planet? I mean, well, first thing, I know that the woke movement isn't particularly new. But I think that the woke movement seriously needs to get its head examined. As more and more people are beginning to do backlash against it. Because people are starting to see that the movement has more holes in it than my calendar. Yeah, well, the thing is what I'd like to know is, why did we allow it to get this way in the first place? Why did we ever give these nutcases so much authority in the first place? I think the internet will be gone before that. I think YouTube will probably be closed down. Twitter will be closed down. Twitch will be definitely closed down. After their experiment with nudity, Amazon is ready to throw Twitch like a dead corpse to the dogs. I've never seen a situation in my life where you have got a website that originally was a gaming platform thinking that it's okay to show boobs and twats and twerk and show buttholes and whatever. It's disgusting. The problem is that's fine. It's a cold or hard reset. Because let's be honest here. Nobody, and I mean nobody with at least a couple brain cells anyway, is finding what's going on in this world very good at all. It's disgusting. It's just like the kings we were talking about in Lola. Think about it. Listen to the song by the Kings. I think you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, but Carolyn be free. Here's the one thing. Why was Big Brother so adamantly wanting to control the world? Really, think about it. Why do they want to control the world? Why does World Economic Forum want to control the world? Why does the group in Davos want to control the world? What do they gain by it? They don't gain a lot. They really don't. Think about it. You got to sit there and act like a babysitter for the entire world. All those people. What are the people doing for you that's making it worth your time and energy to micromanage everybody? It's not so much to get rich, because guess what? You already are rich. You already control the real estate markets. You already control the stock markets. You already got your fingers in almost all the governments. You're not going to get any more richer. But then what good is all that wealth going to do you? It's not going to make you any happier. You're going to still worry about losing your money. But remember what Jesus said. That the rich will suffer because of the fact that their money will be useless to them. Useless. Because when God comes again, guess what? You think all those dollars and gold coins and shekels and whatever else you've collected is going to make you better when God's going to say, oh, I'm sorry. That's old school. I couldn't even lift it off the grill. They'll pick it up, throw it off the porch. And I'd say, like I said, it's not my grill. So, they worry about protecting all their mechanical or their gold, their silver, their platinum, their palladium, whatever money that they're using. You know, the thing is, when Jesus comes again, all that is going to be useless.
Oh yeah!
Because God's got a better plan. Absolutely. I don't know about that. I haven't seen that happen yet. But you keep saying that you can only listen to content. Although I have been known very few times to actually shut down the chats or the side chats. That's pretty rare. Yeah, that's pretty rare to shut down the side chats. I was hoping that PDX Paranormal would be here, or even JMac, but they never came. I'll watch the show, I'm sure, but they're not here. But, they built a 25 by 25 mile city with post office and everything for illegals. And the houses are 2,000 square foot free. If you cared what your neighbors think, you would close your door when they asked, and you would stop dumping water on them. Right now, I talk to my neighbors about that, and again, they're not getting dumped on because the air conditioner's not even in the window right now. No everyday words and sentences get censored now. Legals to get 2,000 square foot homes and 90,000 a year. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't get it. I'll tell you straight out. When Donald Trump gets into office, that's going to come to an end. In fact, he's going to probably tell those people, listen, you come into this country legally, and then we'll talk about it. They expect the American people to finance this stupid boondoggle. I'm going to tell you what, the average American right now is poor. We're definitely more poor than they were in a long time. The American government keeps borrowing more money from other seas or other countries. Our government credit rating is in the shitter. And yet they keep folding loans and bonds to finance these stupid projects. Often sneaking in things in the bills that are huge things that are thousands of pages long. My friends at the Congress and the Senate, I dare you to write a bill that is no longer than 5 pages long and gets right to the point. I think that this country needs to do one thing. We need to get Congress to realize common sense. Stop writing 1,500-page bills and write a bill like you mean it and say it in simple, everyday English and not all these stupid legalists that you put into every single document. Write us a bill that's less than 10 pages long at the longest, that says what it says and means what it says. That's why I'm armed to the teeth. I don't know if we can manage to fix the world problem on our own. Unless every single human person on this planet seriously takes responsibility and makes a step to make it a little bit better. And the first thing we have to do is say no to some of the crazy bullshit that keeps coming up. We're starting to see that. The woke are going broke. Disney.
Oh yeah!
And other so-called woke organizations, Bud Light,
Oh yeah!
and some other beverages by InBev are seriously starting to see backlash for the stupidity. And we need to keep on their butts and keep telling them we don't want it. How you doing, Glasgow Dave? I don't know anything what the story with Kimmit is. So we'll leave that alone for now. But I definitely think we need to see if we can fix some of the problems that are broken. Honestly, if you look at Hitler's plans to dominate the world, Middle East, it's really similar to what America's recently done to them. Yeah. In World War II, we divided Persia into Iran and Iraq. And I believe Syria as well. I don't really know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't think it was a good thing personally.
Oh no!
No. Because you know why? Now you got what was Persia now fighting each other. Tell me if that makes any sense. Glasgow says, hello, my friends. Jojo. I need a new lap. It takes too long to boot up. Make sure to defrag your hard drive. If it has a hard drive, make sure that you're not loading more garbage in your laptop than you need. And if you're not sure what to do, just reinstall Windows completely from scratch. That'll help a lot. Another reason I would never buy a laptop running anything with Microsoft, considering that Bill Gates is so woke that he even now, his company is still struggling ever since he started supporting the woke bullshit. I came out of Discord and got sick of all the pop-ups, especially there. I haven't seen any pop-ups in Discord, but then again, I keep my computer nice and clean. And I'll tell you, that's not always easy. Apple's just as woke, I know. It's a little bit better. It's just a little bit better, but you know what? You're right. I'm not going to say it isn't. You know what? In fact, if anything, Apple right now is suffering from some of the wrong stupidity even to this day. Let me explain why. Apple keeps saying, oh, we want to protect your privacy. That's wonderful. Oh, but there's only one problem. You have to use our software. Yeah. Anything else I need to know, Apple? Oh yeah, in addition to that, our software will tell you exactly what to do. Really? I don't know. I did a complete computer system restart, and it was like okay for a while. Then it got slow as Joe Biden reset the alphabet. Yeah, that's why you gotta defrag the hard drive. That's essential. Don't even talk to me about SSDs. SSDs can be great, but I'll be honest. Given the fact that they were a consumable product, there's a cost up, there's a trade-off for all that speed. It's called longevity. Flash memory is not long enduring. I don't know people really understand the way flash memory works, but let me just say this much. Depending on the type of level of flash memory, quad level flash KLC has the shortest life, like 200 writes per cell. It's worse than senile dementia. Think about it. Keep rewriting and rewriting the same cell. All of a sudden, the cell forgets everything you told it. I have to tell you that I think, as I said, that SSDs are a fantastic idea, but the problem with SSDs is people don't realize magic has a price. Even if the magic is technology talking about how you can store everything within a flash memory device, looking at how it works is enough to give you nosebleeds. You think conjuring spells like making food or water are hard to understand? How do you actually write data to a cell? I'll see how. It has a program erase cycle. And it doesn't even check first to see if the cell's bits are actually something that was already with the same form, with the same byte instruction in it that you wanted in the first place. So we think that would make more sense, right? Oh, I have to write the cell location 10, and I have to write the byte of 8 as the value. Oh wait, we already have 8 there, so I don't have to write that. Thus, your cell will last longer. What do you think you're speaking to? Speaking to you, Dave. You can't see what I see on screen anyway. Actually, he can. If you notice, the chat is being mirrored on screen right now. I know that YouTube really would love this because it's like I was waiting for some cretin to do something stupid and then all of a sudden I have to hide the screen. Please don't. The reason I put it on the screen is so that the people on Kick, I don't even know which ones are on Kick right now, but if they're on Kick, you can see finally what you've been missing from the YouTube and YouTube side of things. That's why I put it on the screen for you. How you doing, Philly Pretzel Star? Good evening, good morning to you. For some reason, the Google Meets panel is not working today. But I mean, it didn't break down when I tried setting up the channel, but just no one can log into it for some reason. No, Glasgow Davis, not Andrew. Andrew was just on here a little while ago, about 10:30. So the final outcome right now for doing in the park is 64%. It's still possible to do it, but the thing is, we'd have to get to the park an hour early. An hour early. Don't forget, the Snow Queen dress is not exactly very warm in the wintertime. As far as the grill and the porch goes, if we ever had to, we could always slide the grill further back towards the door storage bin. But then again, that might piss off a neighbor. So Mary J. joint with Coke on top. Stoner is a good person. And so is Philly Pretzel Store, too. Alright, finally someone's coming panel. It's Noodles. Hold on, Matt. Good morning. I guess the panel does work after all.
How are you?
I'm doing it. How are you?
Hey, where's Tiger Kitty? Tiger Kitty hasn't been around. She okay?
She didn't come by in panel, but she was here this morning.
I'm sorry?
I said she was not here on the panel, but she did come into chat earlier this morning.
Yeah, I'm just hoping everything's alright. I don't know if anyone's heard anything.
And Andrew tried to join us, but he can't for some reason. Which brings the question is, if you ever got blocked on Google Meets, how do you unblock people on Google Meets?
You're asking me? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I have no clue. I don't use
either.
Google Meets, at least I think so. I mean, I use it to come up here, but that's about it. All I do is I click on the link.
Right, and you should let you right in.
I guess just create another account. If someone's blocked, just create another account. You could come up on your other account.
He could try.
Who's got a problem?
But he said that he can't seem to get on the Google Meets. It wouldn't even let him even ring me when he tried to get on this morning.
I don't know.
And it wouldn't give him any kind of a reason or anything.
I don't really know how that works, Michelle.
I understand. You don't understand how it works.
Michelle, I don't know how that works. What do you think about that?
Looking at your ceiling there and all those cables dripping across the studs or whatever those...
Are you jealous?
I thought most cables always usually went perpendicular, always went straight across the studs, not at an angle.
How jealous are you right now, Michelle? Scale of 1 to 10, how jealous are you?
What's that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how jealous are you right now?
Not jealous at all, so 1.
Sure. Michelle, you want a job, Michelle?
What kind of job?
I can pick you up in the morning, drive you into Manhattan, and you can have, your job wiring panels.
I don't know. My eyesight is as good as it used to be. It's kind of hard to do it now.
Well, you'd have to get up on a ladder, stuff like that.
No thanks. Smoke, did you upset someone? Stan CT said Andrew S. has been flagged. The Interpol is a suspected trafficker. Anyway, so it's raining hard up here, or at least it was earlier. Is it still raining down there?
Yeah, it just started again. It sucks.
Yeah. It's not really that exciting out there. It's just wet.
When are you bringing the snow, Michelle?
Well, unfortunately, the warm front has to get the hell out of my way first. Let's put it this way, it's not fudging very easily. El Nino is being very stubborn this year. Get that one out. I don't understand why the weather has to be as crazy as it is, but this El Nino is really messing up everything. Leah said her daughter got a snow day off from school. Unfortunately, for me, it just doesn't feel very exciting outside. It just seems very sad. Yeah. Maybe later on in January we'll finally get the snow we need. Glasgow Dave says hi to you, Noodles. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't know, they should get a lot of cables hanging all over the place, like spaghetti. Yeah, a lot of cables look like angel hair pasta stringing all over the place.
Pasta.
Yeah. What?
Nothing. Just looking at something.
Must be an older part of the building is get wood.
2. Input 1, input 2, Michelle. Input 1, input 2.
I mean, you got 2x4s in the ceiling there. Looks like 4x8s. Well, actually, more like 2x8s. Okay. So is this your building or is this something else? Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking, I said today is just a slow Monday. Not really a lot going on. Current score is 59% yes to the question, which was asked in the poll, which was, do you still want the convocation in the park? Would you help me set up? 59% said yes, 41% say no. Well, yeah, he put electronic stuff together. He's into does some electrical work, system controls.
Sorry, Michelle, I had to talk to someone.
That's okay.
So, Michelle, is Stan going to help you with your witchcraft thing that you're doing?
I don't know, because we would need to, if we did it in the park, it'd take us about an hour to get it set up ahead of time to make sure we have time to set the lights, the microphones, everything. And make sure we have enough lithium-ion batteries charged up to run all the lights. And the microphone setup. For something that's normally about 15 minutes, that's a lot of work. It is.
Well, maybe what we can do, Michelle, is maybe I can help you guys. I can come out there, and I can hold the light. Dan can hold the camera. You know, I have a massive flashlight.
I was thinking about getting one of those flashlights like the one we got there at that one store there, because that thing's pretty bright. Get a second one, and set it down somewhere around the bandstand so that we can have enough light to lay out the stage. And then someone would have to walk around with plug in the microphone into my iPhone or into my Android phone through the iRig Free, so they can hear me in the live stream. Which would be fine. I have another Ethernet cable. I mean, another XLR cable somewhere. But I don't think it's really... Yeah. Alright, let's go, Dave. I'll talk to you later. Well, I think it's for women, though. Stan, it's not as easy, because we would end up having to use something like a wide mouth jar to make sure it works. Yes, it'll be at 7 p.m. I think the space station's real, but the ISS is getting old. I don't know how many more years are left of the ISS. It's been up there for at least 30 years. I think we're maybe about to retire it. Not exactly sure what he's connecting. You won't run just copper. You don't run fiber optic cables, do you?
No.
Do you run fiber optic cables to it? No, you don't. Yeah. On this current platform, you can never tell which is the red wire. So... So, the score right now is 59% say they want to see the convocation at the park. But we'd have to get there an hour ahead of time and try to get all the What's the name of that store we bought that flashlight at, Noodles? We bought that one flashlight, not at Peebles, other store that's called, that replaced Peebles. What was the name of that store there? We gotta get another one of those flashlights, because that's a great flashlight. It's bright. We need... Let me ask you a question. What? For the amount of length of time a typical convocation is it worth it to go through like all that stuff for a 15-minute convocation? It takes about 30 minutes ahead of time to get everything there set up, plugged in, hooked up, camera screened, tested and everything.
Let's go to lunch. And
then you gotta come back home, break everything down, put everything back in the car. It would be fine if you were sitting there doing an hour-long show. At 3 degrees Celsius. I mean, I didn't even get the fur-lined coat that everybody kept asking me, suggesting that I get.
Michelle, look. Look, Michelle, you see the cracks?
Yeah. I also see a crack in the ceiling, too. Which makes me wonder if you got the same problem in that building as the one that collapsed. What's the structural integrity of your building like? Yeah. Sure, it's a great way to leave the house. But, I mean, like I said, if I was going to do this thing, to make it worth all the time, setup time, I would probably have to consider doing it for about an hour. Maybe doing the show right there on the park. Because it takes time to set everything up. At 3 degrees Celsius, though, my batteries are not going to be running very long. That's the problem. So the batteries will be kind of cold. Yeah. You sound as excited as getting a root canal for some reason. Oh, it's not that. It's just you know, it's just that, you know, it's just another day of the week, and things are pretty much the same every day.
It's super wet out here, Michelle. What a rainy day. What a rainy day.
Yeah, I know. It's so rainy that your screen is pixelated. I ordered that $10 tactical, 510 tactical for myself. This was in black.
Holy shit, no way, Michelle. Let's go somewhere else.
Okay, where do you want to go?
I don't know. I want to go get like a nice coffee, maybe a biscotti.
Okay.
too wet outside for this, Michelle.
Yeah. It's just a wet.
We'll get some pizza. You want to go get some pizza?
You sure eat a lot of pizza noodles. I had pizza last night for dinner, but...
Let's go off that mulberry, Michelle. We'll get a nice slice. Nice slice.
Okay.
Get 2 slices for $8, Michelle. 2 slices for $8.
Where I am, I can get 2 slices of pizza for $5. And those are pretty big pieces, too. Well, then Cumbies is a little more than that. Order pizza? Yeah, probably. It would be like $20 to get the whole pie. That sounds about right. Well, I understand why he likes pizza. I get it.
What's that?
People want to say you eat a lot of pizza.
Right. Look at this, Michelle. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. Right now we're seeing a slideshow. So your signal right now where you are isn't exactly stellar for video.
So let's go get 2 slices, $8. $8.50 2 slices. $8.50. Go on here.
And how many calories are in those 2 slices of pizza?
Well, Michelle, you know, it is what it is. Oh, fuck it. $4 plus tax, Michelle. $4.25 a slice. $4.25.
Is that a quarter of a pizza size slice, or is that a single slice?
Single slice, $4.25. $4.25. Yep.
Yeah. I just got my mint mocha latte. Says Leo. Coffee's okay. I got some right here, actually. I haven't seen Ralph and his buddies walking around my house lately. I bet Ralph and his buddies decided to stay in the walls today.
Who did?
Ralph the cockroach and his buddies. I haven't seen them around lately.
Oh, maybe Jimmy sprayed pesticide.
No, I haven't sprayed anything. I actually haven't done anything, but I haven't seen them around, so...
Someone might be poisoning them throughout the rest of the building.
Yeah. So I guess they all decided to move to greener pastures, like you said.
Yeah, maybe you don't have enough food in there.
Probably. It's not like exactly lead us to temptation. I don't eat a lot of food anyway. I've been kind of cutting back on a lot of food. I've been a little bit down lately.
Can I get 2 plain slices, please?
Yeah, they probably got old too and died. Roaches have a lifespan of about 3 years.
No.
Kind of hard to say what they would have done.
Está bien, está bien. Este tipo. Man, Michelle, I'm just gonna get 2 plain slices. 2 plain.
What is that? That's pizza or is that a cake? That's pizza.
Yeah, that's like a grandma slice, and it's a stealing it over here.
Oh, okay. Right, and it looks like that other one looks like a pan pizza. I heard Spanish. I'm sure you heard Spanish because a lot of the Spanish community is in New York City.
Thank you. Hi, can you hear me? So look at this. How jealous are you, Michelle?
What do you mean am I jealous we didn't show? What do you mean by that? Only because the migrants came in mass, Michelle. Well, maybe we can send them out in mass, too. Maybe we can send them back to their home country where they belong.
Michelle, don't be so jealous, Michelle.
I'm not jealous. But right now, I don't think it's the migrants that's the biggest problem this country has right now. It's the woke movement. The woke movement is the biggest problem right now. The woke movement has messed up everything. Let's just hope one day the woke movement comes to an end. What? Plenty are here to stay. The problem is America can't support itself right now. We have to keep borrowing money from other countries to get everything, keep things running. And one day the other countries are going to tell us straight out, no more loans. Because you guys can't afford it. I don't exactly hear Congress thinking about that. What's going to happen when America really can't get any more money from other countries? Then what?
Yeah.
That's a good question. What's going to happen then? When other countries say to the United States, I'm sorry, but we're not letting you borrow any more money. I don't think America's ready for that. So, holding people is ransom to get them to fight our wars. I don't know, guys, but I'll tell you what. Word of Babylon the Great is specified in the book of Revelation. This country is the one that's the great harlot, the great slut. Dad, Michelle, I remember being 2 or 3 years old in 1960, sitting under my mom's desk in high school night class. She was required to take to learn English in order to get her U.S. citizenship. these people coming here are stupid. Yeah, it was just like Donald Trump said. We're not taking in the best. I mean, those that come in here in the H-1B visa, those guys really do want to do a good job. But unfortunately enough, for so many people, lately, we're not taking in the best. Right, exactly. The harlot between two seas. I remember my grandma and father swearing at my dad in Polish. Well, yeah, this country is definitely the great slut. There's no doubt about it. And it really hurts because a lot of good people in the great slut want nothing to do with the great slut's actions. But we're stuck with it anyway. Yeah. So let me ask a relay question. How do the people that don't want to stay in the great slut get out of the great slut? I actually kind of want to know that. Because not everybody in America likes what's going on. The rich are saying, oh, we're going to leave the country, we're going to go to another country. Lucky you. But unfortunately, the average poor person doesn't have that ability of mobility. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. They have. And one of the most powerful cups this year in me is a cup called Hollywood. Let's be honest. Media. That's her cup of her lewdness, is through Hollywood. And the mainstream media. Talk about drinking something vile and despicably nasty. Okay. Start being tactical when it comes to our homeland. We need to start focusing on fixing things inside this country and not getting involved with everybody else's beeswax outside of this country. That's an important part of the whole problem. Fix your own damn business before you worry about anybody else's. Jesus even said that. How can you over to remove the splinter from your brother's eye when you can't remove the 2x4 from your own? Here's a reality. And this is as of the recent past. Let's just say for the last 200 years. The great empire, or actually longer than that, 400 years, maybe 600 years. Ever since the fall of Rome, we have seen the average empire exist for about 200 years, on average. First it was the British Empire. Then after the British Empire fell, the United States became the great empire. It's falling too. The truth is, the typical empire in this world now lasts about 200 years.
Me too. Where are you going?
I'm trying to check the clothes.
Ask these people. These people got money.
I thought.
Okay.
I don't have any money, man. I was gonna ask you.
Well, Needles, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. Do you want to say anything before we go?
I'm the best, Michelle.
Okay. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. I appreciate
right,
that
Michelle,
we confirmed at least that the Google Meets was working because Andrew couldn't get on for some reason. But thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Still not sure why exactly Andrew couldn't get on, but seems there are two stories. I could just tell you this. I feel a little bit better than this morning, but what I said was just as right. And that December of 2011, at that time, I was 100% right. Then I said, this would be the last of the normal Christmases.
Oh yeah!
Sadly enough, I was right.
Oh yeah!
But maybe we can change that again for the better. Because 2024 is coming. So let's finally take back this country from the woke bullshitters and make this country great again. We're going to straighten up everything. I promise you that. Well, guys, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. I know it wasn't exactly exciting. What about ending the poll, give the final score? Yeah, okay, let's get the final score for the poll. The final score was 61% yes, 38% said no, 18 votes. So let's see if we can make it happen. But I gotta tell you, if we're gonna set all this up for the convocation, something tells me we're not gonna be just sitting outside for 15 minutes at the park. Which means we better be ready to keep warm. And I don't want people to die of hypothermia. So if anyone wants to make this happen, we're going to need help with getting the lights set up, getting the table set up, making sure I don't fall off the bandstand. I don't even think they have a railing on the bandstand to safely get up and down from the bandstand, and I am afraid of heights. And even in World of Warcraft, you can see me up when I go up and down buildings without railings. I get terrified. Imagine what it's like in the real world. That's something I will say right now, since they seem them wanting to do war in refrigerators and air conditioners. Why don't you give up your goddamn planes and take a sailing ship across the ocean? I think the open ocean and the open seas would be great for you. And then once you get into a city, hire some local horses and carriages. You want to be green? There's nothing more green than have a vehicle pulled by local draft horses that make natural horse exhaust that can be turned into compost to grow a garden. And tell you people the IPCC, World Economic Forum, Davos Group, whatever does that, I'm not going to believe a fucking word you say. I hate hypocrites. I hate people like that. They tell you what they're going to do, but then they don't do what they say you're supposed to do. What a bunch of tossers. Need I say, I am not enthused. Yeah, there are some similarities between both sides of the world. But for now, I hope you have a nice day, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay out of trouble, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you for being here, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, can we give a blessing? Sure. You want to do it? Absolutely. Let's hope it works this time. May the world finally wake up to reality and get their head out of their ass. Amen. Amen. Okay. Oh, wait. Absolutely. And don't forget, be excellent to one another. Amen. Okay, guys. See you later. Talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow at the very least. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, guys.